This is week 1 in my league. Playing my boy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Yeah, I got a mic now, bro. I told you that shit, bro. Calling all games.
There's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh. Hurt his ankle.
Got him. Chill, bro.
Fires one that's intercepted.
Chill, bro. You never was good on offense, bro.
And the return
if I can score on you with no problem, you know the game is over. If I can score on you with no problem, the game is over.
Opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive.
I know it's not, but you know I'm different, bro. I'm different when it comes down to offense, bro. You always knew me, bro. Come on now, chill. Oh, you want to do that, huh? Okay. Yeah, okay, no problem, sir. You know, no shame in your game right here.
Here's Lauletta after the interception.
Come on, bro.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good gain of 14 there to lose a change.
Tremendous, stupid, big-ass plays.
Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Lauletta.
Oh, good defense. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Over his head.
All the way down inside the 10.
Yeah, over his head, bro, God.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That's over his head, bro, God. Come on now.
Saquon Barkley. And the hole closes quickly.
Hey, yo, that nigga, hey, yo. What the fuck is up with these new cover 3 shit, bro? I gotta learn it. This is my first time playing, so because you know they changed cover 3 and shit.
Much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He'll get it up the middle. Touchdown number 1 of the NFL career for young star Saquon Barkley. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here.
You're right. Say no more. You're right.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you
I can't wait to play Eagles, yo. I swear to God, bro.
Linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment,
I'm going to blow him out, bro. I swear to God, bro. I don't know where my mind was at. I could have just did 2 things on him, and that's it. I don't know where the fuck my mind was at.
Across the 25. The Jags heading out on offense. Last year, we said, Charles, one of these years it has to come together for the Jaguars, doesn't it? Well, guess what? It certainly did. They won double-digit games for the first time in 10 seasons, and they picked up 2 more wins in the playoffs before falling in that tough one to New England.
And they decided that on offense, they were going to be a team that knocked you off the ball and ran it. That's why they drafted Leonard Fournette out of LSU. He gave them some toughness and an identity. Quarterback Blake Bortles, often criticized, but elevated his play in the playoffs.
Bro, I got the drill Giants as of today. No snacks.
That's where the big transition.
No Eli Apple.
Yannick Ngakoue coming off the edge. Calais Campbell,
bro, I got
maybe
the
the best
Giants
player
of
on
today,
the defensive
bro.
line in the league last season. But Jalen Ramsey out at corner, he gives them their swagger, he gives them their look, and he gives them great play on the edge.
Yeah, 72, bro.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And it is incomplete.
One thing I have receivers don't mind so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle.
That's the real Blake Bortles right there, bro.
The DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way. When they get back to the
I
home,
seen
they
that.
have a few words
That's
to
the
say
real
to
Blake
QB,
Bortles. That's what he do in real life.
Dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. So second down and 10.
That's why I took Eli out ASAP, bro.
Lucy. 11. 380.
What?
Bortles again here on second and 10.
There you go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Go,
and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they?
If I keep scoring, though. If I keep scoring, you're done. You're done like a bun.
And compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
I know I did. And I'm going to waste the clock, you bastard. I ain't never going to fuck up like that again. No, I'm not. You hoping. That shit was crazy. I was mad as hell.
Walletta on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Remember this Jacksonville D, 55 sacks a season ago.
I think they want to fight for nickname supremacy with Pittsburgh. Remember, they were just one behind Pittsburgh for the overall lead in sacks last year. Pittsburgh known as Blitzburg. Jacksonville, they're known as Saxonville.
Oh, shit. I ain't even doing the play. What the fuck?
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Oh, man. The order will not even popping up. Wow.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a
Order will ain't even pop
timeout.
up.
They'll
That's
have
okay.
2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Here's Walletta. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Watch it now, Barney!
This is 3rd and long. Here's Walletta.
But
he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
That defense sweet.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's okay. They can keep trying to come in there.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
You got your crazy defense? I got a little crazy defense.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Crazy, bro.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
They bypass the blockers sometimes. No, sometimes. Huh? Sometimes they do that. Once in a blue moon.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Of course you wanted more yards.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. On is the punt team now as this one sent away.
Thank you, sir. I need that.
And New York set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
You're the fucking Chargers or whoever you played in the playoffs.
This team now
how is he? Is he good?
Cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it
the
end
dude
up
that
in the
knocked
end
you out
zone.
of the playoffs is popping mad shit thinking I'm leaving. Is he good?
A first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. It's Lawlett off play action.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short. They elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Oh, I hear you.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about
you
finishing
down
a
10.
drive
Let's
with
go.
a kick.
You ain't scoring, bro. My defense crazy, too.
An extra point.
You always had good defense, bro. I got good defense. I got great offense. You never had offense. That's your problem. That's your problem. You better, if you had offense, you probably be blowing me out. You ain't never had good offense,
and
ever.
out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside.
You always had good-ass defense, holding me to like 10 points, probably less. You never could score, bro. I'm telling you.
Move the ball at least a few
times.
times.
Everybody else. You ain't scoring on me because I got defense almost as good as yours,
something
bro.
to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
I hear you.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette.
There you
go.
go.
Lose yardage here.
Sam
Going down back at the 28.
You still got him on the roster. You know, we can get better next year. He's going to be back. You're going to have Janoris Jenkins and Sam Bill.
But the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
380.
I need everything, bro. Stop. I need everything.
11.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right.
I don't know who to go for.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
He jumped, bro. When Miles Jack was doing that shit when I was playing you, nigga.
They're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
I never know about the glitch, right trigger glitch.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that
shit.
makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense.
On the field goal. They fixed it already.
And now the kick
on the
is
field goal,
away.
you just keep clicking.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone.
But they had a glitch.
Touchback.
It was a glitch. I never know about it. I know about it now.
As they do, Charles. One thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules.
It was a glitch. Like if you keep pressing the right trigger.
Yeah, nowadays
you're sometimes coming in and blocking
no
field
more
goal.
running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return.
Right now. I'm up 3
so I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Hey, 5-0.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
380. Lucy.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Here's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter.
I come up with my own
he'll
shit,
kick it away for the second time.
I'll be the YouTuber, and then next thing you know, it's on YouTube.
The Giants making their way out, and at this point,
that's
you would have to think that
bro.
all mentions of last year, maybe erased from team history. At least that's what they want. Clearly, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, the talent on this team, too good for another 3-13 finish, right?
And I think that was reflected in their draft in 2018. Because if it was an all-out rebuild, they would have drafted a quarterback at number 2.
Slot pitch.
Instead, they drafted Saquon Barkley.
Yeah,
so that
I know.
To me,
that's your
they
shit.
want to get back to running the football and trying to punish people on offense and take the pressure off of Eli Manning. And on the defensive side of the ball, they obviously have to get better. But believe it or not, you know who can really help them there? Their head coach, Pat Shermer. Comes from a defensive family, understands how valuable it is, and loves the toughness and the identity that a good defense can provide.
Every time I played him, bro.
Raw Leto looking to throw on second down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't have much more.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Come on, really?
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Yeah, I got his autograph.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The
Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
I gotta find it,
the punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on his job.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
Lucy.
Bortles now on 1st down.
And
his throw here is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hank. 380. Check 88.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks, and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Punch right. Lucy. Green 80. Green is good.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
He dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He sets to fire deep. Well, hold on to that football, young man. It's the first NFL touchdown catch for DJ Chark as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Nah, what'd you say?
So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate, let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said,
I got my bullshit when it's supposed to be the pick, and I got up there by the goal. You got your bullshit right there, because that was a pick.
This is taken at his 4.
We even. No more bullshit. Let's go.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy
more bullshit for
of the
Ito.
30-yard
Let's get this shit going.
New York set to take the
no more
field.
bullshit.
They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
Let's go.
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Lauletta looking for a first down throw. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. The drive starting.
You gotta stay. You gotta go. You can't go out and cover.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the second quarter.
That wasn't even a hurry up, though.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriots!
That's crazy.
All right, now, lucky 56. Over!
Oh, fuck.
Hey, alert 48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then.
Gone! Detroit!
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Dancing away at the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Lucky 56.
Now Lawlett on first down. His throw caught.
Yeah, king of bullshit my ass. My turn.
For a Giant touchdown.
My turn, little thing.
Sterling Shepard, 26 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Rosas now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Bortles now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not have to have a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
The fuck? My TV on?
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Detroit!
Lawlett now to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. And
wow, nice.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement the officials didn't detect, but they got it done.
Shit.
Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
Oh, wait a minute,
So
I'm
we've reached
confused.
halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan
that's crazy.
Kochman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3.
Nice. That's nice.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. A reminder, 4 more games set to kick off later this afternoon. Chiefs, Chargers, Seahawks and the Broncos, Redskins and Cardinals, and then the Cowboys against the Panthers. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football.
Oh, it be stuttering?
Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. That doesn't
my joystick used
necessarily mean
to
you
do
just
that
go
too,
to the
bro.
pass and do nothing else.
Here's Lawletta now on second to Barkley on the check down. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And
My controller used to do that too. I got a new one. It's the joystick, bro.
And a nice gain at 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, Lawletta. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Lawletta. A dump off here to Stewart. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, it's Lawletta. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Lawletta. He hits Stewart in the flag. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
That was a hard flat.
Jonathan Stewart, his first touchdown in a Giant uniform. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
And get a pick. Is that Ramsey or somebody with a suck?
Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
We got 2 nice-ass corners.
Rosas now to kick this one away.
I hear you.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after it and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Nah, the Eagles, he got his whole backfield. You go look at his corners, his safeties, everybody 92 and up. I don't know what you ran last.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
About that same play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing opened downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
The Giants on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Check.
From the gun, here's Leonard. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. Okay. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Sunday.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
Bortles. On the crossing route, complete. It's Cole. And he'll be brought down. That's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
So right. 380. 372.
Now Bortles.
No.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
All right.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Shotgun now for Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal for 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Lucy. 380. 380. Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
Bengals to hurry up and join. Fucking
an interception.
Wow.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This is third and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Throwing now is Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
This nigga catching everything, bro. What the fuck is you doing? Nigga catching every fucking thing, bro. He did that stupid ass catch. He the one that got you that touchdown. And then he just got you your second touchdown. Bro, he the one that got you that first touchdown, bro.
So now Bortles will bring the Jags up to go for 2.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Hey, 54, Ricky. 372.
To throw is Bortles. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true.
I think
You said that
the hype shit. Remember the song when old man, it didn't even matter who he was. You could face catch, as long as they were 6'2" and up.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
I think that shit still is in effect, but it's different.
Like,
they
make sure they
6'4"
don't do that again.
up. I don't think maybe. I wanted to laugh and see if it was true. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe if they 6'4" and up or 6'3" and up, you get a face catch,
and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Face catch on him, bro.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Ball left, looking to throw on second.
Wow!
There's one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. So they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their
own
break.
He got to get better, bro.
Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Lucy.
You got to get better. Okay.
380. Hank.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down?
I'm good at this user
Let's
shit,
face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Lucy.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. It's a big play. Bortles to Westbrook. 45 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
I ain't say you a
that
bum,
had the
bro.
total
I never
feel
said you was a bum.
of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
I got to put the play clock back on 20. So put it on 25.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there, taking it in from a yard out. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Patriots came out with a win.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good.
Looking down at the bottom.
And that will get them one
Patriots
closer.
and Texans had a good game. Texans just scored 27-21.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away.
But, you know, they showing you who got the win already. So the Patriots came out with a win, though.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Barkley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain.
I got Lamar Miller.
It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
SIS, man. He kind of high, bro. He ain't better than Barkley, but he nice.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. And Ingram holds it in. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Giants.
Dropping that one.
Evan Ingram, 68 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Green 80. So right. 77. Lucy.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
What? Nah, that's okay, sir.
Move.
I'm gonna finish this game.
Lucy.
Bortles going to throw. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
11B, 11B. You.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. And now here's another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
That's my favorite formation, bro. Well, it was 3-4 odd, but everybody doing 3-4 odd now, so I stay in 5-2 now. And then last year I was doing 4-3 under, but they patched it, so I just said, fuck it, I ain't doing that no more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Lauletta. He dumps it off to Barkley. Fights off the defender. Room to run inside the 40. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one down to the 24. A very solid game of 27.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. The Giants on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Lauletta to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
He stole. Hey, yo, you know the scheme he doing is what I was doing when he was in my league. You get what I'm saying? Because I got that shit from you, the show blitz and all that shit. I got that shit from you. So I started doing it in my league.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally
yo, he is, bro. He stole like 3 of my offensive plays, bro. I'm like, yo, this nigga, yo.
You have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack
because, you know, I do the 3-4 odd once in a blue moon. And when I'm playing you, I don't do 3-4 odd because you got to stop it. So I don't do it. I do my own shit. So I was doing 4-3 under the whole year. That's the year I smacked him.
The interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
The year I smacked him, I did 4-3 under. You know what I'm saying? That's the year we was battling to see who get the sack record.
But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They nerf it all the time, bro. That's why I find new shit all the time, bro. Like, 5-2 is not on the motherfucking YouTube yet, bro. Watch when I start playing head-to-head.
It's Bortles. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25.
Bro, once I start playing head-to-head, bro, and I start doing my 5-2, watch how many niggas do 5-2, bro. This shit is getting on my nerves now, bro.
56 yards.
Everything I do wind up on YouTube, and niggas be like, oh, you got that off of YouTube. You can't do it no more. Bruh, like, I made this up, bro. I literally made this shit up. This is my shit, bro.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Yeah, I get a little second or two. I definitely get like a little, like if I know it's coming in, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna dot you. Like if I.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's second and 20.
It ain't gonna be like that forever, bro. They passing everything down, bro.
From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On third and long, it's Bortles. Now a desperation throw deep, and it'll be intercepted.
Bruh.
Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it
what,
happened,
the one I just did?
He had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just
have
a
Eagles?
lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a
bad
career.
He does 3-4 odds,
bro. You're talking about one game, 7? You're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah,
come on, man. This is crazy, bro. I think he watching my
A good pick up there of 22.
He probably subscribed to my YouTube channel or something, bro.
The lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up
Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
You did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Yo, this is my shit, bro. Like, come on, bro.
But it's looking good.
This is crazy, bro. I just made this shit up, bro.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They give him 4 yards there.
You can't come up with too many different, you know what I'm saying? And everybody going to be... Bro, who the fuck you know use 5-2, though, Skirt?
They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Bro, I've been doing 5-2 since the Giants had 5-2. Yo, shit crazy, bro.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Why the fuck is you calling timeout? Why the fuck would you call timeout?
And now the Jags defense decided to call a timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
This shit is crazy, bro. Nah, bro. This nigga, bro. Really, bro? That shit is crazy, bro.
48, Mike. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Yeah, go ahead.
Throwing on third down, Lauletta. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Yeah, I do that, bro. I go to the practice mode, then I go to head-to-head, but that's crazy, bro. I ain't feeling this shit. Nah, he was doing 3-4 against me, bro. All day. Show blitz, show blitz, show blitz, show blitz, show blitz. You seen it? I showed you the video.
Zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle.
Yeah, you ain't see I was throwing it deep, and they still was like...
Lauletta, he'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together every year, week 1.